Alright, so, what'd you score the previous one? If you said a 1, you would be absolutely correct. It didn't do anything like it was supposed to, but the person had something written, and there was something to grade. Therefore, the 1. Alright, so let's look at this one. This one looks a little promising. So let's see how they knock it out. Just because you write a lot doesn't mean that what you have to say is worth reading. So, let's see if they answer the prompt. Jonas Salk by no means produced the cure for polio on his own. It probably took the combination of hundreds of scientists to work to cure a disease that could have been as detrimental as the bubonic plague, if not alleviated. Just as demonstrated by Salk and his comrades, igniting change for the better requires people coming together. People can work together to make a difference by gathering peacefully and thinking critically. To begin, people can initiate modification by thinking critically. For instance, Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and Thomas Jefferson fought tirelessly in George Washington's two Virginians versus one immigrant cabinet. Though diametrically opposed, even foes, they brought forth compromises. That hammered out the great America we have today. Only through thinking judiciously did the founding fathers build a revolutionary democracy. The cabinet of George Washington is an exemplary example of people thinking critically to make a difference. Additionally, gathering peacefully can spark change. For example, Mahatma Gandhi led marches and worked strikes in South Africa to emphasize to the British government that Indians were equal citizens of the empire. The Indians never threw a single punch or fired a single gun, but eventually their nonviolent resistance paid off, and the ordinances the strikers were refusing were repealed. Later on, minds like Martin Luther King Jr. used the same peaceful means to escape segregation and discrimination. King, Gandhi, and their supporters are displays of how peace can induce change for the greater good. All in all, people can work together to make a difference by gathering peacefully and thinking critically. Whether it's polio, the founding fathers, or Gandhi, 2 minds are greater than 1, but many minds is even better. Alright, so, wow. Let's talk about this one. Great transitions, good flow, wonderful word choice. Some words even I probably have never heard. Nicely put together. I mean, just well written. What would you score this? What are your thoughts? I mean, think about it. That's some solid writing. What would you score it? Alright. If you scored the previous essay as a 4, you would be absolutely correct. It was a phenomenal essay all the way through. Something we are definitely going to strive for. But let's take a second and look at this one, because this one is equally as good. Need to dress it up a little bit, and we will have a very, very well-written essay. As you can tell just glancing at it, we start out big with the handwriting, and then we get teeny tiny at the bottom, because we're like, oh no, we run out of room. We need to get all this in on 26 lines, so I need to minimize my handwriting, something we're going to work through as we're writing. So just be conscious that you only have 26 lines. Start small so you're not scrambling at the end to try to get everything in. Alright, so let's read it. Throughout history, the act of individuals working together has contributed to the success that they were trying to accomplish. Multiple people working together has always made a difference in society. Despite some individuals lacking the skill of working in groups, a few ways that people can work together to make a difference is to share knowledge with other people or to combine people's strengths into a whole group. An excellent way to work together is to share one and knowledge with the people they are trying to accomplish something with. For example, the famous brother duo, the Wright brothers, invented the first airplane. In doing this, they shared their different knowledge of how a successful airplane would function, and they definitely made a difference to this world. Without one another, they wouldn't have been able to accomplish what they did. With the help of each other's different skills, the Wright brothers achieved something amazing. Another great way to work together to make a difference is to use the combined strength of a group of people. For example, in the American Revolution, people thought America was doomed in the war against Britain. To the people's shock, Americans used the combined force of all of them working together, and they overthrew the British forces. If they only had a few people, America would have stood no chance, but they used the combined strength of everyone, and they were rewarded a victory. By working together, people have a remarkable amount of strength. All in all, people can work together by sharing or combining strength, whether it's the Wright brothers or someone in the American Revolution. Working together makes a difference. People work better when working together. Oh, I had to get my microscope out for that little one. Solid essay. Great examples. Had a few minor slip-ups. Overall, could use a overhaul with vocabulary. I felt like I said work a little too many times. What would you score it? I'll wait. What are your thoughts? If you said a 3, you would be correct. It's not as strong as the previous essay, but it definitely has its merits. It's got its examples, it's in 4 paragraphs, has a solid thesis, does great with transition words. It is a solid paper, something we are definitely going to strive for and then work even harder to get that for. Alright, so moving on to our writing packet. Hopefully you've become the perfect grader, so you know exactly what your essay is supposed to be composed of.